Hello, everyone, and welcome to
I like that. That was good.
Hello,
everyone.
regulars.
Hello, regulars. Welcome to another episode of the Bloody Establishing Pod. This will probably be episode number 9.
Maybe.
We
Who's
think.
to say?
Who knows?
Who
Maybe I
knows?
shouldn't
Maybe
say the
it's
number out
episode
loud.
6, 7.
Yeah, it could
No.
be 6, 7, or 9. The funniest numbers of all. Should we start again?
No, I think this is good.
Establishing Pod.
Welcome back to the Establishing Pod, here in the Establishing Pod Lair,
Oh no.
as we're calling it affectionately, or producer Peter's calling it affectionately.
That's nice. I'll use that.
Also, when does a layer become a crypt?
I think that's like a lair to me is up high and a crypt is underground.
I think you can have an underground layer though.
You can have an underground layer.
Yeah, but
Can
I
you
don't
have
know
an
if
up
it's a
high?
volcano.
Can you have an up high crypt?
You shouldn't.
A crypt, I think, is like a maze of layers.
Interesting.
Huh?
I think there's
A
multiple
crypt
layers.
is where you bury someone with, but there's like
Yeah.
walls and a ceiling.
And
Yeah.
I'm Riley.
Yeah.
Welcome to Establishing Pod, everyone. We got Aaron,
Thanks for doing the introductions. I goofed that one.
No, I interrupted you.
Oh,
because you were talking about crypts and lairs.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Violet.
Yep.
Yep.
And this is Drew.
And this
Yep.
is Drew.
I'm new. Hello.
How are you?
Drew.
Hi, Drew. Welcome to the Establishing Pod.
How'd you
Lair.
get here?
How did I get here?
Did
Go
you
away.
drive?
I did drive.
What car do you drive?
I drive a 2002 Toyota
What's the number
Camry.
plate?
Cute.
Do you actually want? one BJZ 390.
That's old.
BJZ.
It's
BJs.
Hello.
It's very easy to remember because of that. Yeah. Well, it's just like there's something about the Z after it as well.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I love it going.
But I've owned the car. It's the first car I've ever bought. I bought it off my grandma's friend who lived, or neighbor, the friends that live next to you. Yeah, it is. Where am I going with this? So yeah, it's
Only you know that.
Only
Drew.
you know.
It's
Only you know.
You know what our
It's-
favorite thing to do
we're
on
in
this podcast is you
What?
start an insane sentence and then turn and then blankly stare at Professor Pete, Producer Pete,
Or
and
the
then
camera.
Producer Pete, and then just go, cut that, just cut that. They just start talking and they go, no. No, that
Our
doesn't work.
favorite thing? I think that's your
It's
favorite
my
thing.
favorite thing. It's my favorite thing.
My favorite thing is to interrupt people's bits and then they never finish them and then we don't talk about anything.
I mean, do podcasts ever really talk about anything? This is what I've been
No,
thinking about
yeah.
lately.
They shouldn't, yeah.
So please finish your
No,
story,
yeah,
and
talk about
then I'll
VIN, talk about VIN numbers.
I'll hold the thing in my head.
Holden.
Holden.
Holding space.
Holding space for
Oh,
the
I didn't know
Camry.
that. I didn't know that was happening.
What that?
Go on. Go on. Go on.
Keep
Yeah,
going,
keep
Drew.
going.
Go on.
So this car, I have been thinking about a lot lately about eventually the car is I'm gonna have to get rid of it. And I never thought I'd be that kind of person to be like, I'm getting really sentimental about, I've had this car for like 13 years. It's lasted a long time and it is breaking down, and I never thought I'd have such a, I don't know, like an emotional, I'm getting choked up just thinking about like, yeah.
Leaving it behind.
I
Yeah.
know.
We can talk
right?
about something else if it's too
Yeah.
too
Yeah,
soon
if
for
you're
you.
too emotional, like, that's okay.
When
yeah.
do you think it's going to be?
No.
When do I think it's gonna be?
Prognosis.
We should hold a funeral for your car.
Well, I was thinking about how I was going to send,
kill it.
send it off.
Arrivederci Camry. That's a How I Met Your Mother reference.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
But I love it. I can't really describe my love for it. I just have my heart's very open to it.
You're at a loss for words.
Yeah. Anyways,
This
Anyway,
audio
so
medium,
how-
I'm
how
at a
do you-
loss for words.
since I'm new, how do you structure this?
Well, this leads
We
me into my
don't
next
really.
point. Good segue.
Yeah.
We peek behind the curtain, bit of inside baseball. We are recording this the day after episode 1 and 2 of the podcast ever have come
Yeah,
out.
this
Yeah.
So this is like release
is the
day,
first time.
kind of.
Yeah, the first time we're filming where there's actually been content already out.
Yeah.
So when we talk about room for improvement, that room starts now because we
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have.
know what the rest
So
of it's
one
like.
of all of the comments overwhelmingly positive. Thank you very much for everyone's feedback.
Yeah, thank you.
We got 2 negative comments though, and I'm gonna.
Oh, go on.
I've
Yeah.
already committed them to memory.
Please, please.
Oh, 3. Okay. Number 1 comment. When are you going to post about the events happening in your store and not your mid-comedy skits?
Whoa.
Anyway, so I pinned it to the top of the page.
That's
Yeah.
good. I like that.
So it'll live there
I
forever.
think,
I think that was funny.
I think you should. Yeah, I love the pinning
I love
hate comments.
Pinning the hate comment.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Everyone should get to look at it.
Yeah. I think so.
If you're thinking about making a comment like this, you will be shamed.
You'll be pinned to the top.
You'll
so
be
we
pinned
can
to the
all
top.
see.
Yeah, there's no downvoting on Instagram though, so that'll just live there with no likes. Anyway, I thought that was funny. The other one said, "Love this, love all the bits. You guys have got great chemistry. Is there going to be any more structure or anything?" And I was like, no. I'm sorry, that's
No,
just
there will
how
not.
we talk, and
I mean,
that's how our
part of
brains
me
work.
just thinks that doesn't life have enough structure already?
Exactly.
Like, what is this fixation on like structure
Yeah.
and form
Very
and
capitalist
rules
thinking.
and
Mm.
it's
She says on a profiting podcast.
Not
mean,
yet.
Well,
obviously
hopefully.
the safe answer
Day
is
one.
that
Day one.
you can all meet halfway with these scenarios. You know, you can have a little bit of focus, a little bit of deranged like chaos. But I don't know. I think I'm more of a deranged chaos guy.
Yeah.
I like living in a world that is just like constantly in flux.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is just the natural state.
Yeah. There's no order.
Exactly.
We're trying to
there's
make
not.
order out of chaos.
That's so scary.
Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Well, all right. If we're
The first Jurassic Park movie gave me nightmares
Oh.
recently, like a few years ago.
what about it specifically?
First of all, I was stoned while watching it,
Oh, that'll
so
do
that
it.
kind of helped.
Yeah.
But it was the Velociraptors were chasing me in the kitchen. That scene genuinely
Opening the door
so
with a
scary.
little claw.
No, just like hiding and just like having to hold like your breath and it's like a little,
Yeah.
and then it sees you and it fucking
I
starts
feel like if
sprinting.
they were real, they'd just be able to hear every micro movement that you make, and they'll just snap you.
Yeah,
up in
100%.
seconds,
I
so.
agree.
That to me is
Do you
the
think
same.
you could beat one? How tall are they?
What
Absolutely
a
not.
velociraptor?
So-
Yeah, just one.
No, I'm
Guys,
dying
welcome
straight
to
away.
Aaron's new segment, Real Dinosaur Facts.
No.
Quickly, while before you jump into that, I just
Every
want
time you
to.
say there's a new segment, I have to make a new graphic. And
I'll make the graphic.
Actually, you know what?
Oh,
Go on
Aaron.
with the segment. I can add my bit on after.
Okay.
Because we've already made the graphic for it.
oh,
Velociraptor was chosen as the raptor of choice for the name. A velociraptor is actually really cool, but they're only about a little above knee height.
Yeah, they're pretty small, aren't they?
The one that is based on is
Kick 'em.
actually the biggest raptor that they found, which is called a Deinonychus. And that's what the velociraptors actually look like.
Deinonychus D's nuts.
Why did you
Wow.
ruin my segment?
I'm so sorry.
I think Violet made it
Crude
better.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Okay, sorry. I,
was,
interrupted you
uh,
earlier, Drew. What were you going to say?
No, I interrupted Aaron earlier.
Oh.
Do you wanna go
interrupting
first?
Cake. Sure. What I was going to say in my interruption was, what were you going to say?
What was I going to say?
Yeah, what were you going to say?
Well, I
Can
actually.
I quickly interrupt too?
What do you have to say?
What do you have to say?
I
What did
think
you say for yourself,
I
Aaron?
can't wait for what you're about to say. That's what I have to
Oh,
say.
that's
And to
so
interrupt
sweet.
very quickly, I can't wait for what you're going to say.
I'm going to say two things. One,
Yep.
Velociraptor.
Can I interrupt? What
No.
are you saying?
What I'm going to say is Velociraptor as a name versus what was the D?
Deinonychus.
Yes.
Nice work.
Firstly,
Nice.
Velociraptor, great branding of a dinosaur. It's
Yeah.
catchy. It's kind of evocative. It's like, do you know that bit in The Simpsons where Homer is tasked by his long lost brother to make a car? Danny DeVito voices the brother. His name's
I don't
my
Herb.
God,
remember-
no,
remember
I
this.
don't
Yeah.
know.
Never seen that one.
I wasn't
and-
allowed to watch The Simpsons growing up.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry.
Cool show.
Hmm.
But there's an episode where Homer has a long lost brother, and his name is Herbert Simpson. I actually don't remember his last name. But anyway, they reconnect, and
Is it mum's side or dad's side?
I also don't remember. He's like a half brother, but I also don't remember that either.
Half, but in what
Let's go
direction?
with
Who's
Herbert
to say?
Simpson.
Yeah, Herb, or Unky Herb as the kids call him. He's really rich. He builds cars and things like that. And he goes to Homer, Homer, I want you to make the all-American car. And spoiler alert, it fails dramatically. But there is a part of the reason I'm talking about this is because there's a bit where Herb's like, I guess, think tank are like, we have a new name for this car. It's called the Persephone. And then Herb is like, Persephone, that's not catchy at all. It needs to have a name like Puma or Cheetah. And it makes me think Velociraptor is like the trendy car name of dinosaurs.
It truly is, yeah. It is. It's got velocity.
Yeah.
Raptor, like raptor,
dinosaur.
like the dinosaur.
Like the dinosaur.
Deinonychus doesn't mean nothing to no one.
No.
And also,
think
they had
it's
to
like-
be big and strong.
Yeah,
like a
Deinonychus these nuts. That's all I've been
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
saying.
It sounds
Dinon-
quite
Deinonychus.
Nuts.
Yeah.
academic. It's not like
Yeah.
Deinonychus sounds like a philosopher or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you
And-
kind of, I want to hear what he has to say,
He
even if it's just screeching
And speaking
dinosaur
about
speak.
best dinosaur names of all time,
Go on.
Also,
how
T-Rex
did-
is a good
How
car name.
did someone
Yeah.
come up with Tyrannosaurus Rex? And they're like, Yeah, that's going to be a normal name for this dinosaur. And then it's like the most
Blew up.
evocative, crazy, scary name of all time, the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Well, I think
So good. It's Latin, innit? Just
Yeah, it would
Latin,
be
Latin naming.
Tyrant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyrant Lizard.
Just being like, wow, this thing,
King.
huge. Let's make him the Tyrant King. And then they did, and then it was a great name.
Amazing.
also.
Remember we saw,
yeah.
what's her name? What's her name?
Sue?
Yes. We saw Sue in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and she's huge.
Yeah, huge.
Huge. Oh
She's
my
so
God.
big.
And she's not
Massive.
even the
Big
biggest
girl.
one.
No, she's
She's just
not.
the most intact
Most
one.
intact skeleton,
Yeah.
the T-Rex skeleton at
She's-
Chicago.
Her name's
So we're
Sue.
talking about
They
the Field
they
Museum.
named Sue.
Oh, they
Ah.
named Sue. My bad. Sorry,
Sue's non-binary. Sorry,
Sue is non-binary. Sue came out as non-binary in a tweet.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah, and they have this display, and they're like, "Listen, they're called Sue, but they are non-binary." And you're like, "Okay,
Okay.
all right, sure."
Speaking of art exhibits or museum exhibits, I think the coolest one I've ever seen is this thing called the cloaca. Have you guys heard of
Yes,
this?
we know a
We know
cloaca.
cloaca.
In America, they have cloaca machines.
That's what I saw. I saw this giant replica of the human reproductive system, which
Oh.
was 12 large glass tanks. And
Okay.
they have to feed it like every 2 hours, where
Okay.
they put like scraps of food from like the kitchen
Yeah.
into this gigantic machine, which is essentially just this like
Digestive system.
And
Yeah,
then, and
and
then poo comes out?
yeah, poo comes out. It smells like the poo room.
Ew.
This was in Tasmania. In the
Well, that's why, isn't it?
that's
Because there's
why.
nothing else going on in Tasmania.
Do
They
you want us
have to
go
make
see
the poo machine.
The 12 tubes that make up
Do you
the
want to go
human
see the
digestive
12?
system?
Do you want to
Yeah.
go see the tube place?
I
It
went
smells like
yesterday,
poo, and you're like,
but it
yeah,
smells
go
like-
on.
But it's so funny. The room is evocatively stinky. But
Evocatively
What do
stinky
they
is a
put in
good
there
band
to
name.
make it digest? Is it machine or is it like chemicals? Like, is it like an acid?
see that I don't know.
Well,
I
in your
I'm
human
actually
body,
really
it's
curious.
machine
Is there
and
a-
chemical.
One of the tubes like got teeth, and then one of them has like hydrochloric acid, and then one of them has like intestines that absorb the liquid and stuff.
no.
Like a
Oh,
sponge?
how does it work?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know.
I also don't know. Yeah.
You just,
we need to get that person on the podcast.
I would
Whoever
probably
made that.
I'd
Yeah.
probably be overwhelmed with the smell of shit to read any of the.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what happened to you? You went in here and you're like, oh my god, this room smells awful.
Yeah. Which brings us nicely into our next segue. Who is Drew and how do we know him?
Well,
Doesn't even a little bit.
I
but
met
thank
Drew
you,
at the
Pete, for that
Cloaca
note
Museum.
saying, how do we know Drew?
well, I met Aaron at the 4D screening of Avatar: Fire and Ash,
Yes.
which is actually kind of similar to seeing the cloaca at the exhibit.
Oh my god.
It's
Getting sprayed in the
It's not too
face.
dissimilar to
Getting
cloaca.
It's just like
Dissimilar?
Dissimilar.
dissimilar. Mm.
Me and Drew's origin story actually very interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, how did we meet?
When I was working at Good Games Cannington, Drew would come in with his partner Anna, and we would just talk about magic over the counter for like ages. And then we'd talk about music, and then we talked about some bands we liked. One time Anna was wearing a Soccer Mummy shirt.
Love
I
Soccer
said,
Mummy.
Love Soccer Mummy. They're coming to Australia soon. She's like, I might go to Melbourne and see them because they're not coming to Perth. I was like, I was thinking about going to Melbourne to go and see them. And so we went to Melbourne to go and see them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
Drew-
actually
Drew
a much more
wasn't-
boring
Drew
story
wasn't
than you
there.
set it up
Yeah,
to
you
be.
wouldn't have added surgery.
But that's how I met Ange and Howie
Oh.
as
Who
well.
are?
We are not here.
Ange is in my band, Bribes, with me.
And how is
And-
your best?
And Howie's one of your best friends
Friend?
and podcast host,
Yep.
co-host.
Podcast hosts, been doing stuff, doing radio together for ages. And podcasts, I think similar to you, Aaron, are a great collaborator in the way that you're both really great listeners. But I will say that you are less confrontational than Howie is.
That's quite sweet.
Because Howie's definitely very willing to go to bat for his opinions. Well, I think you are as well. But you're just like, I think, really receptive to, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
He's
what
a very
people have to
Aaron's
say.
very kind soul. Very
Oh,
wants to not
thanks.
disturb the peace. I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
he.
It's his
very
one major
respectful.
failing
As a boss, yeah.
Yeah.
It does make me a bad boss because I can't.
It
tell
makes you a
peop-
bad boss if you're a bad worker. But if
Yeah.
you're a good worker, you're a good boss
great.
because I don't need to worry about you breathing down my
Yeah, yeah.
micromanaging me because you don't do that because you just trust that I'm
I think I
able to
live
do
in
the work.
fear of being a micromanager because I hate being micromanaged, but because I don't work in conventional ways. Ugh.
I
That
live
feels
in
horrible
fear.
to say.
I'm sorry. I live in fear of sneezing on the open road and killing someone.
Oh my god, I hate when you're
Voluntary
driving sneeze
manslaughter.
and you have
Like,
to
that's my-
you hold your eyes open for as long as you can and then
Yeah,
you're like,
Just,
you
like,
blink as quick
take
as
your foot off the accelerator. Like I genuinely am so afraid that I'm gonna kill someone on the road by sneezing.
That's like those. It's not me, but like those people have massive sneezing fits where it's like six or seven sneezes in
oh
a
my
row.
god.
Only that amount?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like I just can't imagine that. Like I get like one sneeze, maybe two tops. Like, but imagine having like driving 6 sneezes in a row, like I have to pull over.
You might have to pull over.
Like
Yeah.
genuinely, that's
You know,
insane.
when you're driving down the freeway and just see someone parked on the side of the road and you're like, what are you doing there? I'd be sneezing.
Sneezing.
This
I,
also
every single time I
you
think
go
that they're
first.
having a baby. Every single time I'm like
When people put
pregnant.
over the side of
Having
the
a
road.
baby?
Yeah.
Only.
Yeah.
Every single time.
I was gonna say this reminds me of my. Do you want to pick up your pen?
Yeah.
Do you need it though for this segment?
I need to be fiddling with something, or I'm going to be fiddling with something. Oh,
I'm-
no, that's bad.
No, I'm the same. I'm like,
I've gotta
I'll start playing with the mic.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
started picking off my nail polish onto the table again. It's like,
I'm gonna do like wiggle pencil.
I was gonna say.
Ooh.
Go on.
I'll go back to the first point after my my initial 2 points, which is going to.
I love this pointed experience. This is so fun.
is this?
I'm thinking back to
7
Jurassic
point?
Park. One, like absolute blockbuster of a movie.
One of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Action movies.
Which makes me think
Because of the puppet. That's why it's good. It's because of the puppet.
The what puppet?
The T-Rex is a puppet.
Yeah, and it makes me think of the Velociraptors actually being just like guys
Yeah.
crouched down in suits.
Puppets. Puppets.
And same with like
are
alien
good.
practical effects.
Yeah,
We need to bring that back.
Chuck them in there. Yeah.
Practical
Yeah.
effects.
I saw a tweet recently. It was like someone's girlfriend watched Star Wars for the first time, and she'd only ever experienced Yoda as baby Yoda or like Grogu,
Oh.
and then met horrible, fucked up puppet Yoda, and was like, that is
That's,
disgusting.
that's foul. What a horrible little man.
I was gonna say that it reminds me of when I learned about how they made the Dark Crystal. Have you seen this movie?
I haven't seen the Dark Crystal recently, but I know
We made a sock puppet
We made a
parody
sock
of it
puppet
because
for
for
Lorwyn.
Lorwyn Eclipse they had the Jim Henson. Is it?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jim Henson Company did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. They did like
stole all the
promos.
glory.
Yeah, they didn't get any content creators, any preview
No
cards.
promos for us.
First set without a preview card since Modern Horizons
Jim
3,
Henson,
didn't
when
get
I
one for-
find you, I'll freaking kill you.
We didn't get one for Mutant Ninja Turtles either, but that was
Yeah, but
because
that was-
the whole set got spoiled
We
by
actually-
mistake.
Oh wow!
We
I have
filmed
so
a
many questions.
TMNT promo video when we were in New York City and just like held our hands up where a card would go. And we were like, where the turtles are. Look, it's Steam.
Oh my god, I
Pizza,
completely forgot about
Subway.
that video.
And then
Forgot
I
about
just
that.
held my hand up and I was like, wow, what a card.
I forgot that we had that, but
didn't
then
get
we
to
didn't
use
get a
it.
preview card.
Oh,
So,
man.
Yeah. So the first point was what was the set that didn't get any of the pre-release? What were you?
So
Lorwyn preview cards.
Lorwyn Eclipsed,
Yeah.
they had some internal issues and they weren't able to do a full spoiler season like they usually do. So they'll for 2 weeks they'll give hundreds of cards to different people to release through different platforms to get you engaged with their content and getting the new cards in, so that they get released out drip fed out. But Lorwyn Eclipse, they had a very short window, so they didn't give people preview cards. And we usually get one. That was a super fun set. But they did have time to speak to the Jim Henson Company and produce an entirely musical, scripted short about 2 goblins that live in Lorwyn on Lorwyn and Shadowmoor talking to each other and singing a song and stuff.
Do you
I was gonna say.
like the Dark Crystal?
Well,
You're talking
yeah,
about the Dark Crystal.
yeah. Going
I
back
wanna
to
hear
Dark
more about
Crystal,
this.
I've actually never seen it, but I've heard about the production of it. I really like Muppets Christmas Carol. I think
Perfect movie.
perfect movie, and I think the idea of like Michael Caine acting really sincerely in front of the Muppets is there's just something really it just like really warms my heart.
He's so
Scrooge, right?
earnest,
In-
yeah.
He is
Yeah.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
I almost said Scrooge McDuck.
I mean, he is a Scrooge. He's part of
Yeah.
the Scrooge family.
He's a Scrooge.
He might be the best Scrooge.
McDuck?
McDuck.
Yeah, Scrooge
Yeah,
McDuck.
he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like how he dives into his like
Pot of
piles
gold,
of money.
yeah.
Which would be really uncomfortable. You ever like landed?
He would like. I mean, you would just like break everything.
Yeah, you would.
immediately. You wouldn't.
Yeah, but
it wouldn't.
You'd be
be
rich
like a
enough that you
water.
wouldn't care.
That's true.
I would still care if I was really rich because I'm still injured. You know, money can't fix.
What about a room
everything.
full of paper money or plastic money
Ooh,
as
paper
it is in
cuts.
Australia?
Oh, the plastic
Oh.
money would be fine. I don't think you would cut yourself on a pool of Australian.
No,
Money?
I don't think so. It would
One
just
way
be
to
really
find out.
It would be really filthy.
Yeah, send me a pool of money and I'll
Guys,
test it and I'll
send
tell
me,
you.
yeah, send me a pool of money.
Send me a pool
Drew?
of money.
I was going to say, go back to the Dark Crystal very quickly.
Yeah, please.
So what I learned is that with a lot of the sets, they had to build it on these risers, and then the actors or the puppeteers.
Yeah, underneath. Yeah.
Which
Sorry,
is like,
sorry.
no, you go.
No, I got so excited. No, I
Yeah.
love it. Keep talking about the Dark Crystal.
Well, no, it's basically just that. It's like, that just seems like a ludicrously difficult task. And also just like being on Sesame Street, operating a Muppet. Like the Muppets like exude like whimsy and
Yeah.
you know they're just like cute and magical, and then you just have this like guy or person just like
Cramped.
e-
Yeah.
exactly. It's
Do you
like
know that they debuted on SNL?
the Muppets.
The Muppets.
No.
The Muppets started on SNL. Do you know this? Jim Henson was like worked quite closely with Lorne Michaels. They were good pals. He was like, Jim, we're going to get you, because SNL originally was not a sketch comedy show. It was more of a variety show, like a variety hour, and they had like a really wide array of stuff that they would play. And they had Jim Henson and the Jim Henson Company. They were a part of the cast. And they would like walk around and they had they would use the Muppets in sketches, and all of the writers apparently hated the Muppets and they hated having to write the Muppets in, and they would like
I think
Jim
it's a crime to hate a Muppet.
Yeah, I
an
know.
absolute crime.
But Jim Henson would he'd walk into work and they would have like hung the Muppets around, and they would see
Like by the neck or
like
some
by
shit.
the neck, like the
Dude.
horrible,
You're
horrible,
next.
Like, they hated the Muppets so much, and
my
like,
gosh.
they used to leave signs around saying "mucking fuppets," like stuff like that everywhere. And then eventually, like Jim Henson obviously like diverged from SNL, but had a very
Wonder
good
why.
working relationship with Lorne. Like Lorne Michaels loved it and wanted like a bunch of
But the writers
but the
didn't.
writers were not a fan. So I think it might have even been halfway through season 1. Like I don't think they made it to season 2.
Yeah, I think it didn't last very long.
Yeah, and they moved off. And then that's kind of why Sesame Street had a hard time getting picked up as well, because Jim Henson had like really, really wanted the Muppets to be like adult entertainment. The first episode of the Muppet Show was called Sex and Violence. Like, it was very
Wow.
yeah, it was really cool. And then they were like, okay, well here's this this children's show, and they included the Muppets and the Muppets that you think of today as Muppets, like Kermit and Miss Piggy and stuff like that. They were featured also in Sesame Street, and then they had to transition out of being in Sesame Street and having only Sesame Street characters on Sesame Street, because it was like very confusing.
Yeah,
it
because
was, like,
a
muddy
kid
in the
would be
waters.
like seeing like, oh look, it's my
Look,
favorite
it's
Muppet, and then oh my
Kermit.
god, he's swearing and
Yeah, he's in a different show and he's making some weird stuff happen.
I just had a thought. I have a new segment for the show,
Please.
which is what is, I guess, a thing that you rave about to everyone, but you've never actually seen or interacted with. And I have one which
Oh,
is
like fake ravers?
Yep, fake ravers.
I love fake
Yeah,
ravers.
that's the fake ravers segment. So
Love.
an example for me is
Dark Crystal.
Where did Fake
You-
Ravers?
just
saying
Did
hadn't
you
seen
just
it.
make that up?
exactly the Dark Crystal, and also the movie Gremlins
Good.
2.
Have you not seen Gremlins 2?
I love the movie, but I've never seen it.
What do you mean you've never seen it? You gotta watch
You
it.
love it, but you never
It
seen
is the like.
I can't really remember what happens, but I remember it was just in a building and there was like so many fucking
Is
little
that the one that
guys.
has?
Yeah.
Is that
And
the
that's
one
like
where
a
the guy goes, he's eating her, and he's gonna eat me? Is it that one?
I would say yes, but
Is
I've
that
never
the
seen the movie. But that is my thing that if someone brings up Gremlins 2, it's like love that movie. Like
I love the concept of that movie.
Until very recently, that was Madam Web for me, because Aaron had talked about it at length, and like Kyle, who also works with us, had talked about it so much that I was like, yeah, Madam Web, one of the greatest movies of all time. Obviously, I know it, and I hadn't seen it, but I would tell everyone. I was like, this is the greatest movie.
and also Riley, you are right. It is set in a building. I
It's set
believe.
in a building.
Yeah,
It's
like
in a
it's
building.
like
No,
an
it's like a
inside
really
joke.
tall building.
yeah, it's like a TV studio, and it's kind of like the whole riff on like the I don't know whatever was going on at that time. Maybe like
Weren't there like so many? It was like overflowing everywhere. Wasn't there like drowning
Popping
in a
out
sea
into
of
the
them
street.
in the building? No,
Isn't that
I
a
think-
Star Trek
I
thing?
can't remember.
what do you mean a Star Trek thing?
They have
That
those
is the
fluffy
thing.
things,
Yes,
and then
that
they,
is
like,
a Star Trek thing.
Drown people in these tiny fluffy
Yeah.
little baby stinky babies.
Yes, I remember that.
babies.
Wait,
in
so
the
yours
original
is
series.
Madam Web. Riley, do you have one?
Well, Violet's seen Madam
I've
Web.
seen Madam
now.
Web now, but before it was Madam Web.
Yeah.
Before it was.
Yeah.
Do you have a new one?
I've been talking so much about National Treasure, but that I have seen
Yeah,
it.
you've
I am
it.
obsessed.
Quite recently.
And quite recently, and I'm very sorry to bring it up more, so I won't. I've been talking a lot about JLo and JLo movies, despite seeing very few of them. Oh, The Boy Next Door. Boy Next Door, 2015's The Boy Next Door with JLo. I've never seen it, but there is a scene
Who is
in
the
which
titular boy?
I don't know, some boy. It's a boy, right?
Producer Pete.
Producer Pete will find out. And at some point, she receives a first edition signed copy of the Iliad
Oh, whoa.
In the movie.
in the movie.
That's
Is that not
insane.
incredible?
That's hilarious.
surely not right.
No, it's real. So
Signed
that's why.
by
Signed by
by Homer.
By Homer
Homer.
himself.
Simpson.
By Homer Simpson.
Yeah, Herbert. Really, if you think about it.
Herbert
yeah,
Simpson.
Yeah, the rich
signed by
brother.
Home.
Sorry, Pete.
Guzman is the boy next
Ryan
Ryan
Guzman.
Guzman.
What he look like?
a man.
I'm
A man.
I'll figure it out.
Like a
I'll figure it
man.
out.
Aaron, do you have something which is
I
Oh, the boy.
Just a man.
I have a
fake
thing.
rave about.
Yes,
I'm gonna check my phone to see if I can get any hints of something I might want
My
to fake
fake
rave
rave is about. I've seen most of the Fast and the Furious movies.
Incredible. I love those movies so
I have
much.
not.
Well, what's your favorite one?
My favorite is 5.
Fast Five.
Fast 5.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's one of the best ones.
I worked with a guy.
Oh, he's cute.
I worked with a guy who was a couple of
Sorry.
years younger than me, and he was like real bro-y, and he really wanted to be friends with me.
Yeah.
This is when I was like 20 and he was 18.
Mm.
And he was like, bro, let's just hang out sometime outside of work at the Chinese restaurant that I worked at. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm not really like into making new dude friends. Sure, whatever. He's like, let's go see a movie.
It's ladies for me. I'm good.
Oh, yeah, I'm only into girls.
I'm really into
Hanging
girlfriends,
out with
actually.
girls.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's actually true about my life now.
But Aaron, that's a tough conversation to have with someone, which I feel like, we all come to that point where it's like, how many friends do I actually
How many
need?
friends do I
Yeah.
need? Not
Especially
you.
now, you don't need that many new ones. We are making new ones all the time. I love each and every one of you, all of my friends that are listening to this. But, it is. You only
Anyway,
have so
so
many hours
you
with it.
agreed to hang out with his friend.
Me
this
and
is
this guy-
this is the impression I'm getting.
Johnny. Let's call him. Oh, no,
Johnny?
that's his real name. I'm not going to say his last
Johnny is a good
Johnny
like,
Sins?
Johnny.
Yeah.
Yes, it was him working with
Mr.
Chinese-
Sins.
Mr. Sins.
Chinese
At the
restaurant.
Chinese restaurant. He was only 18 and I was 2 years older.
So what did you
He
do?
said, let's go watch a movie or something. Because the Chinese restaurant was next door to the movies. And he's like, let's go watch Fast 5. And I was like, oh, man, I don't really want to watch a Fast and the Furious movie because I wasn't into them at the time. Now I am. They were a lot of fun. It was banging. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Action
Anyway, I went to the
are
movies with
incredible.
Johnny and watched the Fast 5. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
And so did you stay friends after that? You were like, this is one good friend experience, and then we're never going to hang out again. Which I think it's like, it's almost like an
happens
interesting,
so much.
like, transient experience.
Yeah, it was more like he kept asking, and so I was like, I should go at least once to make him be like, oh, cool, we
stop
went and hung
asking.
out outside
That's
of work.
that's real nice of you, man. That's real nice.
Yeah, but then it's kind of just bad if you just don't ever want to do it again. I don't know.
But I
It's
mean,
like it's just too broy. I don't know. I wasn't like a broy.
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro. Yeah,
really
he'd
into
always be
women at the
trying to
time.
dap me. Oh.
I love seeing you dap someone up.
Ugh,
It's so funny watching you dap someone up.
it's deeply
I had someone go
embarrassing.
about the.
Also, Riley, I secretly think Aaron is broy because he went to Fast 5 and he's like, man, this movie rocks. Like,
Yeah.
it's.
I said, this slaps, bro.
And then you can dab someone.
And then I dabbed in the fuck up.
Riley, what were you going to say? I interrupted you.
Sorry, I interrupted. What were you going to say?
I was just gonna say.
Sorry?
I was just gonna ask Violet what you were gonna say. 'Cause remember how you got interrupted?
Yeah, and then I was
before?
Okay, sorry. So in my interruption, I was going to ask Drew what you were interrupted about recently. What were you talking about? Is yours just
hidden.
Gremlins?
Yeah, mine.
Like, what's your fake rave?
Mine is Gremlins too.
It's Gremlins too.
Yeah,
I know my fake rave. I figured it out.
What's your fake
I
rave?
didn't
My
finish
fake-
my fake.
Oh,
rave.
go
Oh
on.
my god.
Go on.
Wait,
Shut
so
up,
it's
Aaron.
so it's
So
Someone
turn
turn
his
is your
mic
fake
off.
rave
Shut
the
up.
the guy from the Chinese
Your fake
store?
rave is your
'Cause he's
almost friend.
Mr. Sins, and now he's
We
like
talked about-
famous.
you said, what's your fake rave? I said, well, the Fast and the Furious series. Have you heard of it? And you said, what's your favorite one?
Oh.
And then I explained that.
Oh.
Fast X, I tell everyone, isn't that the one that they go into space?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
It is.
I just kind of heard it.
They
but I
drive-
say it a lot.
I
go,
actually-
"Fast
They
X is
drop
going
their
into space."
cars out of the back of a spaceship when they are like reaching the edge of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my fake rave.
I thought it was Fate of the Furious was the one that go into space.
Oh my god, am I a fake fan? Oh
Are
my
you a
god.
fate?
I watched all of the Fast and Furious films that were
Fake
available
and
at the
fake
time, which
fan.
was 1 through 10, which I think is still the only ones that are available. And I didn't watch Hobbs and Shaw, but I watched them all in 2 weekends, and it was
You're a
I was
sicko.
like delirious with
Yeah.
like I love action
You
movies.
were just
I
like,
think they're
family,
so fun.
Family,
They're so camp.
family.
Like
Mm.
they are
Okay.
to me. They are like queer icons. Like I think it's so funny and so camp and incredible. Like there's a part of I think it is Fast 5 where The Rock flexes out of a cast. He's
Yes.
broken his
Mhm.
arm
Yeah.
and he's wearing a big cast and then he has to go. He's like, I gotta go drive a car really fast, and so he flexes out of this cast and it like explodes off him. That's beautiful. That's gay cinema. That's
I
gorgeous.
know, the whole thing is so hyper masculine and so like, just muscly dudes
Yeah.
driving cars. And then Paul Walker, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Wait, so
right.
the amount of what?
The amount of male love outpouring towards him is like you lost a lover. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people were like, that guy, Johnny, who I was kind of friends with, was really, really sad when Paul Walker passed away. And I was like,
Do you have to take time off work from the Chinese restaurant?
yeah, he had to take a week off.
You know, I have a growing theory, and that's I think you might actually be friends with this person, whether you like it or not. Like, I think
I think you know so much about him now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think you genuinely care about Johnny.
You've connected.
I have to look him up. I'll have to look him up on Instagram and see what he's doing.
Get him
and
on
be
the
like,
podcast.
dude,
Get him on the pod.
Johnny,
Get him on the pod.
Johnny on the pod. Oh,
What is it
guys.
that drew you to Gremlins 2?
I remember me and my partner. Well, I said I'm going to put on Gremlins, and she's like, "Cool, I'm going to do my tax return." And I couldn't think of a more like dichotomy of experience where I'm like, I'm just having so much fun hanging out with my boy Gizmo
Yeah.
and all of these like.
And
these-
Anna's doing grown-up stuff on the couch.
Yeah. Well, no, she was at the table just
Oh,
like
that's even better.
laboriously working at a tax return, and I
Oh,
was like,
man.
I'm so excited to do my taxes.
Can you help me with mine? I get scared every single time.
How are you scared?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Do you
why-
keep
what-
your
what do you-
receipts?
No.
Start doing that. Start doing that today.
Yeah, just keep your receipts and
Just
log
put
all
them-
your.
Log your hours.
"Wait, you asked me what drew me to Gremlins 2?"
Yeah. What is it about Gremlins 2
It's
that you've been
the-
like, this is my favorite, even though you've not seen it?
It's the epitome of what I kind of look for in a movie, which is this idea of
I
someone.
haven't seen it before.
Well, I'd heard so much talk about it, and it's like, and that's why it makes it an interesting point where it's like, you know, if I'm so drawn to it, why haven't I watched it? Like, why
'Cause
have?
the myth is bigger than
The mythos.
the myth is bigger than the film at this point.
It's like, yeah, you pull away the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's behind
Once
it?
you've
It's
probably
probably
not
Jeff
gonna be as good
Goldblum,
as
you
it-
know?
yeah.
He's just
I
like
did see-
dancing around.
I
and
did see
he's your
Gremlins
secret dad.
1, but only like half of it recently. And
Wait, so you didn't even get up to the part where the Gremlins actually do
I think
stuff?
it was that we got back from
Yeah.
one of the conventions that we were at, and it was on TV
Oh.
when we put it on.
Mm.
And so I only watched like half of it. I can't remember what trip it was on. Did we watch Gremlins? Maybe I just watched it by myself. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I watched about half of it, and it wasn't what I was expecting. It was a lot more like camp violence. Like they drive a tractor into the side of the house and crush
Yeah.
a woman to death.
Yeah, lots
And then
of
she puts
people die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and-
pretty gory.
And then she
Yeah.
puts a gremlin in the microwave and it explodes.
Yeah.
Oh, like that rat?
Yeah.
That you exploded for that lizard?
Yep.
Oh my god.
He fake exploded a fake mouse in a fake microwave.
I had to
and
feed a lizard.
He didn't.
In the last Riz
In the
Fizz
last
Wiz.
Fizz Wiz,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So improv went bad.
But to summarize, I think something about Gremlins 2 is like
Mm.
there's something about the idea of someone's insane brain just like exploding on the screen, and people go to the movies to see it, and also, you know, someone was given the opportunity to do this. And
Yeah.
I like that idea of the fact that everyone gets one ticket to do to take their one big shot at doing something.
I really like a lot of those 80s like fringe films that are like, what if there was a little guy? And then in the decades since, everyone's been like, but when is after midnight? Like, when is it after midnight? I don't
It's
understand.
always after midnight
It's-
somewhere.
yeah, exactly. And I think a good film is one that you can go like 30 years later. You can say, "What? What?
How did
What
this
is-
get made?
What? Why
This is a
did they
great
do this?"
podcast.
And then it's great. It's nice and it's fun. I think we should. I think we should fund and encourage more weird, bad films. I think bad movies need to come back, and we stop.
You got to take shots.
You gotta take
People have
shots.
gotta take
You gotta take shots. And
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like the ones that are like $120 million and it's like all CG and like I don't want that.
No.
I want practical effects. I want weird and bad acting. I want movies from places that are not just America. I want like okay, so for
I
example,
want like up and coming actors. I
Yes.
don't want Wuthering Heights with fucking
yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
know who.
Yeah.
Margot
Like,
Robbie.
We know you're listening.
We know you're listening.
Yeah.
You know.
Also,
It shouldn't have been you.
I
Margot
feel,
Robbie
I feel
famously
bad.
a fan of Establishing Pod.
Yeah, I feel bad rating it 4 out of 5 stars. Wuthering Heights.
Did you? Please tell me.
Oh, I'll
How-
kill you. What did you say?
Well, I didn't say anything specifically about it, but there was something. The idea that I kind of like Emerald Fennell's or Fennell, as some people pronounce her
Yeah,
last
she's
name.
only started doing that recently, if you noticed.
Calling herself Fennell.
Yeah, when she was an actor, she would be on like doing interviews and stuff. She'd be like, "I'm Emerald Fennell," and then she started directing. She was like, "I'm Emerald Fennell." I think that's funny. And I think that's allowed. I think people should be able to just
People
start
get-
changing how they say their name.
People can just change their name. That's free will.
That's allowed.
Yeah. I think it was just kind of insane. There was an element of the movie where I was constantly asking questions of it being like, what does this mean? Why am I seeing this? And also, the movie did look gorgeous.
It does
Yeah.
look good.
But
she's very good at like the visual direction, like
Yeah.
the artistic direction of things like that, which I think would make her a very good music video director.
Oh,
And maybe
absolutely.
she shouldn't have touched maybe the only or one of the only like non-white representative like novels
that
of
was a
the
choice, yeah.
19th century.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
I saw someone talking that did like an analysis in School of Wuthering Heights and was talking about the race thing, and the teacher was like, "You're wrong," and she was like, "Did you read the same
Did you
book
read
as
it?
me?
Yeah.
Like this is like what?"
Yeah. And also their siblings. I feel like that's not brought up enough.
Their
So
siblings
they're
and they're
half
dating,
siblings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're half siblings.
and they're dating.
Yeah. They're siblings and they're dating.
Yeah. It's a weird
Your
movie
favourite
that is
combination.
No, I
not
was just talking
perfect.
about the Dexter thing, all right?
I mean, I do love the Instagram page siblings or dating. That's a fun
Yeah,
one.
that's a fun one.
Wait, can you explain this?
Have you not seen? Do you not know about this?
No.
So they post photos of two people, and they're like, "Are these siblings or dating?" And then you have to swipe. You have to
vote.
guess, and then you swipe to reveal, and then it says if they're dating. Because it's like, you know how you say like you date someone who looks similar to you, or like kind of thing. So it's just like couples who look like they could be siblings, and it's like it's really funny when they get a siblings who are doing like overly affectionate in the photos. So
Yeah.
it throws you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Met a few of those.
Yeah.
That sounds like
real
that
weird.
sounds like fun.
Yeah, siblings or dating. Yeah, it's on Instagram. We'll pull it up after this, and
All
we
right.
can do a little siblings or dating game.
Yep, sounds
was-
good.
I was at a gig one time, a stand-up gig, and I had done my set, and I was sitting at the very back with my boyfriend, and this very old man was sitting immediately in front of us, and he turned around and just started talking to us in the middle of someone else's set, and we're like, okay. And he turned around and he was like, "So you two, you're twins."
You guys
Which-
look nothing alike.
If you've seen
Also,
me and
you're
my
6
boyfriend,
foot tall
we
and
don't look
Bill's-
the same.
Bill's quite a bit shorter than
Yeah,
me.
he's like 5'5".
You have different accents
We
as
have
well.
different accents.
Yeah.
He's British.
We
Like,
look different.
we look different. We sound different. In
Twins,
every way, we're
huh?
different. And he was like, twins. We were like, okay, buddy. Like, all right, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
we're
a
siblings and
Schwarzenegger
dating.
DeVito
Yeah.
twins.
My favorite twins.
That's a good one.
That's
Danny DeVito,
another.
I'm afraid of saying his name wrong.
What, Danny DeVito?
No,
No.
Schwarzenegger.
I
Yeah.
see. Well, Twins is another, and also Junior.
Junior.
Yeah,
Junior.
Junior. How many films have they been in together? It was just the two of them? Just Junior and Twins?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they also did it with.
What a good combo.
Yeah.
Like some casting director somewhere cooked. Like absolutely cooked with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it was something to do with the director Ivan Reitman. He did both those movies, I think, and
Classic.
they all just wanted to work together.
Yeah.
The three guys. But that's another
Just
fake.
me and my two pals.
Yeah.
Hanging out, heterosexual style. Let's make more movies together.
That's another
In
fake
this one, I'm
rave
pregnant.
movie. I haven't
You've
seen.
not seen either of them.
I haven't seen Junior Twins or Kindergarten Cop.
Oh my god. Kindergarten Cop is
That's
a
a banger.
banger.
That's the only one out of those three I haven't seen.
Kindergarten
Oh.
Cop.
No, I haven't seen
it's horrible to watch.
Who
It
is your daddy and where?
Who is your daddy?
I
But
just.
he has his like
Forgot the
line,
point.
Arnie like
Line.
Austrian accent, and he's also like, I'm from Wyoming
I'm
or
from
whatever.
Queens.
He's like in the film canonically from some American
Yeah.
state, that like Midwest or something.
All right, I have another question for you, the three of you, and that's.
I love this thing where we get people onto our podcast and then we don't ask them questions. They ask
Yeah.
us questions.
I'm just on a roll right now.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, this is
Well,
good. It's feeding my
I was gonna
ego.
ask, what is one of your favorite mistakes in like a piece of media, or even like it could be like magic related, board game related, like in just something that you own, interacted with, or you've just like something that you've seen. What is your favorite mistake in something like
Mistake.
that? Yeah.
Oh.
There was a card called Felidar Guardian.
Yep.
That was printed in a set called. This is a magic related thing.
Zodiac Rising?
It was in Aether Revolt.
Yep, my bad.
It's a cat, and when it comes
He's
into
white.
play, it's a 1/4. Comes into play, it exiles a thing, and then it comes back into play immediately. They're like, this will be a pretty fun little card for draft, and then the card gets released online, gets spoiled, and everyone goes, "Hey, doesn't this go infinite with that Planeswalker from the set before?" And Wizards went, "Oh no." And if you just have the 3-mana Planeswalker in play and play Felidar Guardian, you can make infinite copies of them with haste and
No.
Mm.
Oh
Oh
just kill your opponent on turn 4.
No way.
And before the set dropped, they were like, we have banned the card.
Oh my god.
They were like, so sorry, everyone. We just missed that completely. And that just happens. That just happens
all the
sometimes.
time. Yeah, same with like Vivi and like Soul Cauldron. There was like anyone who was like, if you just had those two on the board together, you would immediately realize that like it's insane.
Yeah.
But they just didn't do that.
They
in
only
the
have
playtesting.
so many people. But all you have to do is release it on Reddit for 20 minutes.
Yeah, literally.
And someone will go, doesn't this go infinite with? And they go, oh my god, we have to fix all that stuff.
My favorite magic mistake is Mystic Remora. Definitely. Because Remora has 2 meanings, and one of them is something, and the other one is
The
fish. And they sent the name and the card to an artist, and the guy was like, yeah, I'll make a magic fish. Like, for sure, I'll draw you a magic fish. And Magic were like,
I think a remora is like a vengeful spirit or something like that.
I'll look it up.
Oh.
I'll look it up.
I am
Remoras
also
are cool, though.
a big fan of the fish. I love that fish.
Mystic fish.
Yeah, mystic fish.
You know the Latin name for Remora is Remora remora?
Go
Isn't that
on.
cool? It's just called Remora remora.
Mm.
What is that? What am I looking for? Remora magic?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say my
What's your favorite?
favorite mistake is there is this song by this guy named Todd Rundgren, and he has this song where it. What were you going to
Sorry,
say?
Tug?
Todd.
Oh, I thought you said Tug Rundgren. I was
Oh
like,
my
That was
Tug
a really, that was
Rundgren.
a really long laugh for
Yeah.
Sorry,
someone
Tug.
not
I
saying the
actually
word
actually
tug.
might have said Tug accidentally.
Sorry,
You did
I
not say
didn't.
you
I
said
didn't hear
Todd.
it. I heard Todd.
Yeah. Shout out to
Very
the
good.
Todds out there. I feel sorry.
Shout out to the tugs out there.
Shut up, Tug.
No, he has a song where they have to start the song 3 times, and he ends up just like laughing, like before the 3rd take. It's very interesting. I love the idea that
But they kept it in.
they just kept in these 3 mistakes. Like the song tries to start 3 times, and
Cute. That's quite sweet. It's like the Bill Withers one, right?
what's the Bill
You know,
Withers one?
Ain't No Sunshine? And there's a bit where he goes, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. And he says it 26 times. He says, I know 26 times. And it was because he hadn't written that verse yet.
No way.
And then the producers were like, just keep it in.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
I think
That's
Well,
weird.
I think it's cool because, like, you know, I think it would be really hard to see the appeal of that in the moment because we only know it at a retrospect.
Yeah.
I'm also trying to think of that in like a terms of like a magic related thing. Like, was there ever a thing in Magic which was there was maybe a controversial card or a bold idea and they just had to stick with it, or you know they were like, no, people are gonna like this.
Did you hear about companions?
You
How companions work?
Vaguely.
So that's another famous mistake where they went, hey, we're going to do this thing called companions. They live in your sideboard, and you can just put them into your hand if you have like built your deck to a certain standard.
Yeah.
So it's like if none of the cards in your deck have multiple mana symbols in them, you can start the game with Gigantha in your hand. And they immediately broke every single possible format they could possibly be in because you just get to start the game with 8 cards in your hand rather than 7. And so they had to change the rules of the game entirely. And it's printed on the card now for them to be playable, not just banned immediately. They had to change it almost as soon as it came out.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I think it lasted like a month.
Yeah, immediate
But
errata.
they went, oh, we thought people would really dig this, but it was broken beyond belief. That
How
they,
exciting is it? It's so exciting that they can make a game like that. They can make a game and they'll be like, we put a lot of effort into this, and then put it out into the world, and then the world goes, broke it. Nah, broke it, you guys.
yeah, I think it's a beautiful system.
Yeah, I think
for
it's
that.
gorgeous.
Well, I was just thinking of the idea of the fact that I just love that we're all really strange people who are, you know, like enthusiastic about all these different things. But yeah,
How
it's
long have
fine.
you been playing Magic?
Playing Magic? That's a good question. I think my partner Anna and I went into the store and we were just like, you know, we're just going to come to a Commander night because it had been something we'd never done before. Before that, actually, we played the Pokemon trading card game
Oh, I didn't know.
because she bought
That's
like a bunch
my
of...
dream universe is beyond.
Well, she bought like a bulk pack of Pokemon cards and we're like, you know, before we sell these, like, should we actually just like try playing the game? And no joke, we got like addicted to it. We played it for like a solid 6 months every night.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, and even though like
What was your deck? Do you remember?
Do you remember?
I don't know, I really don't even understand.
Who's your starter?
Like in the Pokemon trading card game, I think the psychic Pokemon are very cool, and I'm a big fan of Slowking and Slowpoke. Those guys, very very cool looking guys.
Who's your least favorite Pokemon?
Least favorite Pokemon? I think Raichu. Don't really like Raichu
Whoa.
that much.
I've
Are there any
always
that you
hated
see and you're like,
Raichu.
I'll kill you? Get one in your hand and you're like, I'll kill you.
Yeah, I think
I don't really like Raichu either because he gets rid of Pikachu.
Yes.
You have your
Yeah.
Pikachu
Exactly.
and then he's gone.
You have to push B every time he tries to evolve, and you go, no.
Nope.
Oh, wait, doesn't he only evolve with Thunderstone?
Yes.
Oh, then you don't need to do that. Never mind.
Yeah. But
Sorry.
something about Raichu, I think Pikachu is the classic if it ain't broke, don't fix him kind of scenario where it's like he is like the if you have a toolbox of the Pokemon world, like he is the hammer of the Pokemon toolbox, which is
There's not much to improve there.
you also just it just hits stuff or it pulls out nails.
Yeah.
And Pikachu's like, I say Pika and I'm
I
just
say
like,
Pika and I
I'm the-
nail it.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
the
I
cutest
freaking
thing
nailed
ever.
it.
Have you guys watched like the first few episodes of like the original Pokemon animated show, and then they hook Pikachu up to like the water wheel to like power?
What?
Yeah, they like abuse Pikachu to
Oh
make him
my
generate
God.
electricity
Yeah.
so they can like fix this and like Pikachu's not happy about it. He's very like unwell, but he's doing it because he loves Ash, and Ash just seems to like be like, yeah, thanks Pikachu. Like I don't know.
That's so weird that
Great.
like not Pikachu. Pokemon have like demonstrated that they can consent to things, and then everyone in the world is like, I don't care.
I'm going to make you battle the
I'm
I'm
gonna
other
gonna
make
one.
put you
Battle.
in this tiny
I'm gonna put you in a little
ball.
ball. Oh, Stim City.
Stim City. I don't have anything.
Can someone explain Stim City to me?
Yeah.
Just quickly, someone define a stim for me because I'm a bit of a chronically offline person.
Oh, sure.
yeah.
It's a phrase or vocal tick that
Physical tick, I guess.
or a
as well.
physical
Yeah,
tick
physical action as well. Yeah.
that you invoke all the time because it's just stuck in your head. So it's stuck in your head like a song,
To
but
stimulate
it's a
your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, something that's like
It's
kind of,
something that is pleasant for you to say over and over and over again,
yeah.
and you kind of get a little bit sick of it because you say it so often.
I've been saying a lot, that's beautiful to me. And you got to do it in the voice. You go, that's beautiful to me. And if something goes really horribly wrong, you go, perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Do you have any? You have some
Yeah,
at home.
surely.
Anna is a big stimmer.
Yeah,
Loves
she
the
is.
stim.
One at work I've been doing is cool, and it's very funny because my work is kind of a professional environment, and we'll have this like I guess important work conversation. At the end of it, I'll be like, "Cool," and there's something very
Cool at the hospital.
very
Cool.
very immature about that, which is funny to me every time I leave. Because and the other one I was doing in the past was, do you know that movie Scent of a Woman?
No.
Pete said yes.
Pete
Producer
knows.
Pete
Producer
off
Pete
camera
knows
said
yes.
yes.
Pete, there is it's so funny because my partner Anna also really hates the stim, and also she really hates the movie as well. And it's
Perfect, perfect,
it's
perfect.
just like the meme of Al Pacino going "Hooah!" And like for some reason, like I just started doing it after I saw the movie just to kind of get a reaction out of Anna because she just wouldn't like it. Yeah,
I picked up a stim from you
what was
that
it?
I haven't used in a few years, but it's Drew's
Stim.
impression of Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh saying Yugi. Please.
Yugi. And it's I love that you love this.
It's been stuck in my head for years.
Wow.
Yugi.
Yugi.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like Job from Arrested Development when he says Michael.
Yeah. Michael.
Michael.
I've made a huge mistake. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it was.
It does. I love that comparison because it definitely is that, you know.
And I hate to bring this up, but this is Drew's most hated stim of all time.
What?
And I really had to remind you of it. Anna said, we went to a quiz night with Anna and Drew and a few of our friends, and she said, I came up with a song that Drew hates more than anything in the entire world. Let me sing it to you. And for international listeners, it is a mix of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, the classic baseball song, and Thirsty Mercs, The Summertime.
Oh yes, I love this one.
It goes like this.
I confused Thirsty Merc with
Yeah.
that Australian band Evermore as well. I thought it was done by Evermore, but it's Thirsty
Yeah,
Merc.
Thirsty
Yes.
Merc.
Yeah.
It goes like this. Take me out to the ball game, the ball game. Take me out to the ball game, to the ball game.
It's so gross.
Take me to the ball game. That is where I'll be.
I'm dissociating right now. I want to eject myself from existence.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm so sorry for reminding you of that live with this audience.
Live.
With an audience. Yeah.
Well, one more thing. Violet,
Yeah.
you were saying to me before we started about
Hello.
this thing that I did when you saw me play.
Oh my god, yes.
Can you
Have
explain
did
the story?
Oh,
Did I
This is
talk
so
about it
funny.
in the other episode? It doesn't matter.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
you
I didn't? Okay,
I don't
great.
think you did.
Drew is also a musician, and he's very good at what he does. And he's working on a couple different projects. One of them's Diddy Bible. You should check them out. And the other one is called
Blue Waters.
Blue Waters.
Yeah.
And he did a solo gig as Blue Waters, playing the guitar and singing into the mic. And me and my housemate were there at the time. And he would play a beautiful song and then stop very abruptly and mute the guitar and then lean all the way into the microphone and go, "Thank you." And it was not a very big room. It was at the Seasonal. I don't know if you're in Maylands, if you're in Perth.
It's like half a warehouse.
It's not a very big room. And me and Sammy were at the very back, and he kept going, "Thank you," at the end of every song for like a full half-hour set. And we were just like cracking up every single time at the end of every song. And we were definitely disturbing the peace. And we went home, and Sammy and I play music together too. So we every time we finished a song, we go, "Thank you." And we would just say it to each other all the time now. Like anytime there's a big pause, you just like lean all the way into like the other person's space, like very like,
into their ear.
Dick Cheney, like lean. Thank you. Like it's beautiful. That's beautiful to me. That's beautiful to me.
I'm glad I could provide you something. Just
also the music is really good.
Your music is very good.
Thank
but
you.
you are so famous to my band. Like you don't understand. We say it like, do you know how some people are like just famous to you? Like you're just like that person has taken up so much of my brain, and we have discussed it at length, like disgusting length. We have talked so much about. Thank you. It's incredible. It's so good. Like, man.
I don't know if I've told you that we've been friends for quite a few years now.
Yeah,
I don't know
absolutely.
if I've ever told you that you and Howie were like that famous to me before I met you guys as well.
God,
No way, we're a
Because
bunch.
you're just
Local famous is awesome, dude.
local
Friend
radio
famous.
superstars,
Yes.
podcast superstars.
Yes.
Howie's a photographer extraordinaire. You're in so many bands and
So
super
many
influential and super
really
great.
cool projects.
Yeah.
That's
You guys should definitely check out Gideon's Bible and Blue Waters
Yeah,
and Midnight Special on RTR. And we have to go, or Pete's gonna actually kill me.
Yeah.
That's the end of the episode. I think.
Thank
Is there
you so
anything
much
that
for
anyone would
listening.
like to plug?
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch, you guys.
This is a particularly
Goodgamesmorley.bandcamp.com.
chaotic view into our brains and how they work, but hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yep. You can definitely go to Bandcamp, check out Gideon's Bible, Blue Waters. You can also check out this podcast here. Not the Midnight Special podcast, so for some reason I haven't gotten to that yet.
You
But
should check it out on RTR FM.
another recommendation as well, watch Gremlins 2.
Yes.
I recommend that to you. And also, if you do have a fake rave, embrace it. Or maybe just try and resolve that, resolve that tension you have inside you
And
to
watch
be
it.
like,
Just
yeah,
watch it.
Just watch it.
Just endure the media that you have built up in your brain.
Yeah.
If you have any fake graves that you want to send in to us, you can email them to us at establishingpod@gmail.com. If you have anything that you would like us to shut the hell up about, you can email that in to us at establishingpod@gmail.com. If you like us particularly and you want to tell us, hey, good job, and also shut up more, establishingpod@gmail.com. And we're going to go now. We have to go. Anyone, a rap, shall we?
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to
Aaron?
say, I think that was enough structure for this show this time round.
That was good structure.
Aaron.
I'm done.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you. Yeah.
Bye,
That's
regulars.
us. Bye, regulars.
Bye.
Bye-bye.